What's good, everybody? Lethal back with another video. Alright, team. We've been running it up lately. Been playing a lot more team games. I'm loving it. Alright. The energy has been good. This particular game right here, great job communicating on the mic. I think this game was the most we all had talked in any one particular game. So I'm very happy with that. If we can just keep that going, that communication going, that communication will make everybody else better. Alright. When y'all watching film, alright, especially like, let's say it's a game that you didn't play this game. So, for example, Jew. When you watching film, just know that if you was to play, and let's say Banana Man is playing, you'll drop down to the 4, Banana Man and play the 5. Although a lot of things offensively will be similar no matter who's on the floor, defensively is going to matter because as we get more and more competitive, being able to play the different defenses that we're going to throw out there is going to make a huge difference. Alright, we're kind of at the point, like I said, the biggest thing we need to start doing is having a couple of offensive plays to go to when things get a little stagnant. Obviously, I'm going to try to be as efficient as possible, getting to the rim, making easy points, but we're going to be playing a lot better competition. So if we're playing better competition, it's important to know where you would be at on the floor, what button you would be, because it's an adjustment for me every time everybody switches a button. If I'm used to you being something, or if I'm looking at the roster and I see certain people, I expect y'all to be at certain spots. So just keep in mind for that. But when we start going into 1-3-1, 2-3 defense, and boxing one, it's important to know what position you are, because that determines how we will play a lot of things. For example, when we originally did the boxing one, I had my 6'9" build. T-Will, when he was on the team, me and him played down low. I pushed everybody else up high. If I have two bigs, let's say Jew and Banana Man is playing, and I have two bigs, I'm going to push y'all to play down low while everybody else is going to play high. But let's say we got more guards on the floor. Let's say it's me, Blaze, King, Reggie, and Cincy. That's pretty much all guards. Then I'm probably going to put me and Cincy down low and push everybody else up high. So it's just important to know where you'll be at on the floor at all times, especially as we get more competitive, more in the comp play. But like I said, communication was good. This particular game, as y'all watching it, what y'all will notice is I kind of got it going really early in this game. Y'all know me, I'm not a ball hog by any means, but I think it's very important, especially when I'm going against some of the better teams, to try to get me going as quick as possible, because the easier attempts I can get early makes it better for y'all later in the game, because they're not going to want to keep me going to the rim. Again, I'm going to try to be aggressive, and if a team can play pretty good defense, y'all have to kind of take some of those questionable shots. After you shoot it, I'll let you know whether you took a good shot or a bad shot. But for the most part, try to stay aggressive scoring. Montage. This particular game, you didn't shoot the ball well. It's never a big deal when anybody doesn't shoot the ball well, but Montage, you have to understand something about your role on the team, all right? And this is what it's kind of starting to get down to, people understanding their roles. You're a scorer. All right, you're somebody I expect to kind of put up 20 points per game, about 20 points and 4 assists, or something close to that. If you got like 16 points, have like 5 assists. Out of everybody else on the team, you're the guy that I expect to get to the rim the second most. And, I expect you to score close to 20 points per game. And the reason why I expect you to score that much is because, especially with me at point guard, you're going to get those attempts. You know, I don't know what it is, like, when you have a knack for scoring, that's never going to change. My fault, fellas. But when you have a knack for scoring, that's never going to change. So no matter how good a defense somebody's playing on you or anything like that, you're still going to get those shot attempts. One thing, I need you to watch film and look at where you're attacking from when you try to attack the floor. Because a lot of times I'm setting a screen, and you need to know when to take the screen and then when to reject the screen and take a different angle. And the only way you can do that, like I said, is by playing more 1v1 or just watch film. You'll kind of see how I'm maneuvering and try to mirror that, because sometimes those angles make it easier for you to score, and then they make it easier to get it to a wide open teammate if you can take the right angle. If you constantly running into the defense, or if you're moving and it seems like somebody in your way, that's because you're using the wrong angle. All right, got to know which side to attack from. Blaze, you're on the team to shoot the ball. You got to be at least 50% on your shot attempts. I mean, that pretty much goes for everybody, but Blaze, I expect you to get anywhere from 12 to 18 points. Anywhere from 12 to 18. I think he got 12 this game, so that's pretty good. Just, keep shooting. Like I said, try to be 50% or better from the floor. RDA Chalk, you're doing all the dirty work, but I need you to be more like Klay Thompson. All right. Use somebody that I expect to score around 15 to 20 points per game. It's great that you're playing all the defense. You're switching. And I get it, when you play a lot of defense, sometimes it's hard to get there and score, but I expect you to get me somehow. I don't know how you're going to do it from game to game, but I do expect you to try to get me 15 to 20 points per game. Banana Man, you played phenomenal this game. And so when it comes to scoring, right, one or two things is going to happen. Like, either you guys are going to get your averages, something close to those averages, or I'm going to have like a very monstrous, phenomenal game where I'm scoring like 40, 50 points. All right, if I'm scoring around 30-some points per game, I'm not going to lie to you guys, that's not really good for me. Because that means I'm not getting enough assists, or, if we do that and I'm not getting like an A+ or something, it's just because I'm not getting those hockey assists where I'm kicking it to somebody and they're missing the next read for the open man. I need to be able to give y'all around 25 points, anywhere from 20 to 25 points per game, with about 10 assists, about 3 rebounds. It's really important to hit these averages. If you notice, we should be scoring somewhere between anywhere from 75 to 85 points per game as a team. That's our sweet spot. As long as we somewhere between 75 to 85, then we played a pretty good game, regardless of whether we won or lost. I believe the game we lost, we still hit our average. We just didn't do as good a job defensively. And I wouldn't even really say that. I'd just say we took some bad shots. As a team, we took some bad shots and they took advantage of it. I don't think we played bad. It's just, if we take a bad shot, it's damn near impossible to get back on defense, and the way everybody can shoot the 3-ball on here. There's only so much you can do. But other than that, like I said, I think we played pretty well. Communication was getting a lot better. Offensively, I still expect everybody to learn swim. It will come in handy, especially against better teams, and it's something I kind of just want to be able to come down and run from time to time, just to have, a different look in there. Everybody should learn it. If you don't know what swim is, the offensive tutorial is in the Discord. And the different defenses is in the Discord as well. Watch those videos. If you guys watch those videos, you should have some type of understanding of what we're trying to accomplish whenever I call anything out. And like I said, if it's a thing where you're unclear on something, I can always make a new video. That's not a problem. I can always have us run it in the rec, come up with the video, and explain to you guys what I'm trying to explain. And it's very important that you guys get some things down. We're trying to add a couple more people to the team. We've been playing with Thunder Guy, which is Cincy's friend. We're trying to get him acclimated to the team. He needs to work on his offense, but I think he's a decent defender and he listens well. So I think we'll try to probably add him, and then I'll probably try to add one more, which, to be honest with you guys, that one more should be step your game up. The thing about step your game up is I don't know if I can play with him. But I definitely think he's good enough to play competitively in Pro-Am. But I don't know if I can play with him because, for me, I expect, he's a very good 2K player, so I expect more out of him than what he's going to give me. All right, and then, especially when it comes to team, I'm very particular about how things are ran. I'm used to having the ball in my hands. And if I play with him and he takes the ball out of my hands, I'm pretty much useless. So, one or two things need to happen. Either he would have to just let me run point and then let me determine when I can give him the ball, or I would have to make a whole new build just to play with the guy, and even then, I still would want to play point guard. So, but other than that, if we add those two players to the team, I think the team would be officially complete. The only other player I could see adding from there would be T. Will if he ever wanted to come back. But other than that, we have enough guys to be running team. All we have to do from there is practice with each other, practice 3v3. We can, play 5v5 if we ever get all 10 people on. And I think that's the best way to do it. If we can get all 10 people on, we can kind of run against each other. And I think that'd be fun because it'd be competitive. And then we could take that and start running against other teams and just, get out there and kill it. Like I said, offensively, we might be a little stagnant. Even if people know the plays, so, if we run a team, we can start running plays. And even if the defense knows what play we're running, I'm going to show you guys how we can always do things that even if they know what we're doing, they still won't be able to stop it. And that's how you become a great player, to be able to do a move that everybody knows is coming, and no matter what they do, they can't stop it. Our rotations need to get better. Individual defense is pretty good, but we want to shoot for great if we can. But yeah, man, this has been a lot of fun. I think you guys will agree that we've been having fun playing team as opposed to just playing rec all the time. We need to get more consistent schedules. Obviously, we're not going to play every day. But a more consistent schedule will go a long way. That way, if we can just understand who can play at what times. If you guys can give a better time, that would be the best thing. If it's a thing where guys are getting on a little bit later than the time we set now, because I do see a lot of people on just probably like an hour later, that's something that can be adjusted. Our age Hulk is in the West Coast now. I don't think he has a problem adjusting about an hour, although You know, that is something he would have to talk to with his wife, so. But yeah, fellas, keep up the good work. This was a great game, a great team win. I think everything came together. Just know what you guys are capable of. Know who your teammates are when you're playing and be able to adjust to any game style. And we'll be good. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of the game. It's been Lethal. I'm out.